sports, the picture I have up today is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's Mike Tyson saying that to Jake Paul that I am gonna fuck you up, and if you want any part of this, then God bless you. Best of luck. You still want to fuck with me? I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. You say that, and I would say that's it in a nutshell. Right then and there, that's what you're saying. Bring it. I'm training. I got a little fat on me, but I'm training. I'm training hard. I'm not taking this as a joke. You're going in against a guy who is a champion, and we're going to see what's going to happen. I mean, what else is there to say? I keep saying this, keep hearing the song by LL Cool J. Mama said, knock you out. I want to knock you out. Mama said, knock you out. Mike Tyson's going to knock you out. Going to knock you out, 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 out. So we're going to Dominic's tonight in, on, shit in the Bronx. I already forgot the name of the place we're going. Archer, no, it's not Archer Avenue. Arthur Avenue tonight. And I decided I want to eat that much. Trained Gumbo Chef this morning. He's concerned about the Saints. That it is what did Josh say about? Josh had the best line. The emperor of empty yards for Derek Carr. I don't think they're going to go anywhere with that, but we shall see what happens going forward. And yes, DeAndre Ayton making $32 million this year attributes his early struggles in Portland to sleeping on an air mattress. An air mattress. If he's making $32 million a year, why is he sleeping on an air mattress? I don't have the answer to that. I don't. OG is questionable tonight against the Kings. UNC is playing for their first ACC tournament title since 2016, which also happened in DC when they beat UVA. They won last night. It was a tight one with Pittsburgh, which should go to the tournament. And Baycott had his 84th double-double, which tied him with Ralph Sampson. And he's 3 behind Duncan. Or was it his 80? I think it was his 84th yesterday. You had RJ Davis, who had 19 of his 25 in the second half. They look pretty good. I was talking to Brandon last night about Kentucky loss yesterday to Texas A&M in the quarterfinals, right? They're going to go to the tournament anyway. And I was like, Brandon, what happened? And Brandon said to me, he said, the 360th team in the country in three-point shooting made 11 threes tonight and shot 43% from three. And there you have it. And it's not good going. They've been playing well. That's a little step back. Coach Cal has to get them back playing the way they should. We'll see what happens on that front. NC State was down. They were down. They hit a three. Then they had a chance. They were down three. And if UVA had made the free throw, it would have iced the game. He misses a one-on-one. He misses the first one. They dribble down. And with a man in his face, NC State hits a three that does a little toilet bowl at the end, sends it to overtime. And NC State, which has been playing now, they play Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, because they got a double bye. So it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're going to play 5 days in a row. I don't think they're still on the bubble to make the tournament, but they're going to play in the ACC tournament final, which you have to give props to. They beat Duke also. And I think Shire's, and he keeps getting these number one classes, but it's not going to mean shit if he's not winning anything. So I'm kind of curious how that's going to be. I saw Bob Huggins is not up for the Louisville or Ohio State job. I also saw today, this was kind of interesting, that Long Beach State fired their coach just days after a mutual separation when the season ends. Dan Monson has his squad in the Big West title game and a win away from an improbable NCAA tournament bid. They defeated top seed UC Irvine 83-79 Friday night to advance to Saturday's final against UC Davis, which is at 9:30 Eastern time on ESPN2. He said it's been surreal. Monday, they decided to part ways with Munson as soon as the season ended. Wow. I mean, that's just crazy. He was hired before the 2007-8 season, has not made the NCAA tournament since 2011-12. It won a road win against USC in December and Bronny James. And now he is one away. Yeah. This week in both men's and women's basketball, multiple coaches. One coach was fired at 10 minutes after the season ended. And he could still be coaching after Selection Sunday if they win, despite already knowing his fate. Yeah, that's crazy. They had been on a 5-game losing streak entering the conference tournament. They've won 2 in a row, a third straight win will be the very definition. So how about that? You're being told, okay, time to go. Yes, Mike Tyson still looks like a beast. What's the over/under on rounds? Scott, what do you think? I think 3. What do you think? I think 3, Scott. That's what I think. 3 rounds. What's your thinking? Yes, I think it's going to be quite short and sweet, and that'll be the end of that. Yeah, I guess we're going to see what happens on that front, right? They have to go at least 3 for the money, in my opinion. But he could walk out. Tyson could throw one body shot to him. Paul shits his pants. And that's the end of that. Yes, Josh, company Jace, we are on YouTube because I decided today, short and sweet, do something, get in, get out. Maybe I'll do one later after UNC wins the ACC tournament. But right now, I wanted to go on. Yeah, OG, I'm concerned about the way he was grabbing his elbow. Not good at all. Not good, not good, not good. I did not like that at all. I was like, that is not good. Yes. L'Jarius Sneed, trade between the Chiefs and Colts. That's Rumorville right now. Jets, Texans, we're interested in Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen saying there's a chance an extension is coming with the Bears. And that's what Gumbo said to me today. So Mike Williams is going to meet with the Jets on Monday, Panthers on Tuesday. He's gone. Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. Angel said to me, is there a chance? Hey, what's going on, Rob? He said, is there a chance they're going to get rid of a chance that they will trade Herbert and draft a quarterback? I don't know what he's doing there. I know Harbaugh's there to win. He's on a 5-year, $80 million contract. I don't think he's there just for shits and giggles. He wants to win a Super Bowl. We're going to see what happens. But I'll tell you, they're going to have to, they're going to have to well, I guess it's the first round pick. What's his name? Quentin Johnson? Is his name? The guy from TCU who did not have a great rookie season. It looks like it's all on him now. I mean, it looks like it's on, right? Is that his name? Quentin Johnson. Yeah. 22 years old. He was selected in the first round this past season, 6'4", 216. He did not have a great season. 38, 431, 2 touchdowns, 11 to catch. He's going to have to, I guess that's who the leading guy. When you had Mike Williams, I know Mike Williams is hurt a lot. And Keenan Allen, what do you have, 109 catches last year, over 1,000 yards? I kind of want to know where they're going with this. I really would like to know where you can't say San Diego anymore, where the Los Angeles Chargers are going for him. We're going to see what happens. Knicks, I said, are playing the Kings tonight. They're 39-27. The Kings are 38-27. And you get nervous that, this elbows thing is not good with OG at all. At all. It makes me a little nervous. Yeah. Yeah. And how about this? RJ Davis has gone from 48th in career scoring at UNC to 8th. And he could get up to 5th. He has gone up 40 spots on the scoring list. And they said something to Baycott about, getting doubles, 84. He goes, I've been here a long time. And I'll tell you, he played phenomenal yesterday. He was redirecting shots. He played fantastic when a lot of guys weren't shooting that well. Cadeau had a nice pass here and there, but it really was RJ and Baycott. And, Ingram always does the dirty work, but, it was really Davis hitting big shots. And it was Baycott hitting some big shots. And that's what they're going to need in the tournament. I'm a little nervous about them being a number 1 seed. I got to be honest with you. They're 36 ACC title game, most all time. Tonight, 8:30. Yeah, he's tied with Sampson with 80. That's crazy. He said, I've been doing this a long time, he said. And I agree. You have been doing it a long time. Baycott, 19-11. Yeah, beautiful. Listen, the NYU women are going for their first natty since 1997 tonight. They beat Transylvania on Thursday. I know that's a great name for a college. 57-42, ending Transylvania's 64-game winning streak. NYU is on a 30-game win streak. They are playing Smith College tonight at 7 p.m., and the game is streaming live on NCAA.com. So go NYU, go Violets tonight, going for their first natty since 1997. Kentucky, they lost yesterday, 97-87. Most points since 1990 they've given up. I thought they had a big high-scoring game early this year. Maybe I think they meant the tournament. And they're Texas A&M going to the third straight semifinal, 20-13. 99. Kentucky 23. Not a lot of super-duper teams this year, I would say. Yes, I would say not a lot of. Ohio State was with their interim coach, and they lost last night to Illinois 79-74. They finished 20-14. Illinois improves to 25-8 in the Big Ten quarterfinals. DePaul, I talked about former Ohio State coach Chris Holtmann, 7 NCAA tournament bids with the Dump and Butler. I talk about Stackhouse. Well, come on, 9-23. Like Juwan Howard, 8-24. You're going to get rid of him. You're going to get rid of him. And he was like, what did Reddit College Football as a joke put it was a slap in his face. Remember, he got into that altercation with the Ohio State coach. No, with the Wisconsin coach. But, I mean, coming off a couple bad seasons in a row, he had the strength and conditioning coach who left to go to Illinois, got into an altercation with his son, a shouting match and everything. And, that didn't bode well. And he had heart surgery. People said it's kind of cold. Listen, this sport is all about wins and losses. That's what it's about. It's about wins and losses. And that's what you're judged by. And 8-24 is going to get it done. And you're not winning. You can't, it just doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. Yeah. I mean, like Stackhouse, 9-23, 70-92, 28-60 in the SEC. So 9-23, the season before, best season was 22-23, 22-15, 11-7, losing record 3 of 5 seasons. They say Tom Crean, who should not be a head coach anymore. I know he's a horrible relative, but I don't think so. Yes, Scott. SEC, my friend. SEC. But I don't think Tom Crean is the guy you would hire at all. I mean, Michigan, their first single digit since 81-82, tied for the second worst at winning percentage ever. Since the 1960, 61, 6-18. I mean, you don't keep your job. You don't keep your job. And he wasn't bringing in recruits. His son went pro and he wasn't that good. I mean, I just think, that's an embarrassment. I'm kind of glad it happened because I was wondering if the excitement over winning the Natty for football would carry over basketball. Nah. And now we're going to see who they're going to go get. And I really don't know because Nate Oakes was one of the guys. Milton said to me was Nate Oakes, but Nate Oakes just got an extension with Bama. So that's not happening. And who else did he say to me? Milton. I said, no Oakes. He said, what did he say to me? Yeah, I was talking. Oh, I said, no Oakes. Oh, I sent it to him and Michigan. What did he say? He didn't have recent success. Milton said he did well with Beelan's players, and then it all fell apart. Chris Collins, who lost at Northwestern, that might be a step up. Maybe that's a guy you bring in. We'll see what happens on that front. Russell Wilson was met with the Giants, but they didn't promise him playing time. So it ends up he is going to Pittsburgh. He looked like he was dressed up like John Shaft, like they're doing a remake. He's always like trying to, and I agree. He's him first. That's not going to play with Tomlin and the culture of Pittsburgh and the fans there. They're going to throw that shit out the window. And I don't know. They traded Pickett for draft picks, and Pickett's going to back up Jalen Hurts. That's a good backup. I don't know. And Pickett wanted out. Once they said they were bringing in Russell Wilson, he wanted out. And Pickett, 2 years after coming there, is gone. I mean, basically, every draft pick they have from 2018 to 2022, it is not a pretty sight, folks. It is not a pretty sight at all how they've played. Okay, let me, because I was looking up this stuff. Yeah, okay. So listen, from Bill Barnwell. First rounders 2018 to 2022. Terrell Edmonds, 5th-year option declined. Devin Bush, 5th-year option decline. Devin Bush just got picked up. Who did Devin Bush get picked up by? Devin Bush went to is he on the Bucks? No, he went somewhere else. Devin Bush is now a Browns with the Browns. So his 5th-year option declined. 2020, they traded for Minka Fitzpatrick. 2021, Najee Harris, likely 5th-year option declined coming, and Kenny Pickett traded after 2 years. Yeah, I mean, no, not good. Yeah, Russell Wilson is here to win championships. Yeah, okay. It's a great place to be grateful for the opportunity to be able to get after it and do what we can. We came here to do, and that's to win football games. Okay, good luck, buddy. There are no quarterbacks on the Steelers roster for 2025. None. And Patrick Queen, who just came over from the Ravens, says if Russ plays like Russ, this team is going. So if he cooks, is that it? And Andrew Filipponi, who covers all of the Steelers stuff, said Brandon Hunt was a Kevin Colbert lieutenant like Omar Khan, and now he is very influential in the Philly front office, and that's why they went after him. And he says, I couldn't have been more wrong about Kenny Pickett. I'm sorry, I like the Steelers, thought he was going to be great here. He was not. He was not at all. No. Yeah. The Steelers drafted him number 20 overall 2 years ago. First quarterback off the board. They move on to a 35-year-old Russell Wilson, who's getting paid $30 million this season not to play for the Broncos. That pretty much Tom Pelissero. That puts it pretty much. That's it. That's pretty much what we're saying here. Just crazy, right? That they're going with Russell. Well, I think Kenny Pickett sucks. I think Kenny Pickett needs some time on the bench and needs to work on his footwork and everything. I thought when he played last year, he was atrocious. I don't think he was ever ready. He should have sat at least a year. And Mason Rudolph signed with the Titans, so he's not even around. So Russell Wilson, I guess we're going to see who the backup is. And, I was talking to Gubblechef about the Vikings. It's Jaron Hall, it's Dobbs, and Mullins. That's your three quarterbacks now that you brought in Darnold, but it looks like they're going to trade up to try to get a quarterback. I mean, everybody wants JJ McCarthy. I don't see it. I don't get it. He does have an ceiling and upside, so we're going to see what happens on that front. But I'm not sure. I'm just not. I don't know. And Russell Wilson, nah. Yeah, and the Jets, Tyron Smith, 13 years, played. I like that pickup. Now I know everybody. Rob is like, well, if you make sure he doesn't get hurt, he's going to be the blindside tackle for Aaron Rodgers. I feel good about that. They're developing a wall. They brought in offensive linemen. That's a good thing. But yes, he's been injured a lot. But if he sits out practice and plays games, I'm fine with that too. The guy's been phenomenal since he came in the league. I like that. I think that's going to be good for them. Sure, they'll pick somebody up if they need. They'll get a swing tackle, whatever you want to call it, and bring someone in to back them up. But as a Jet fan, you have to get to the quarterback, which they have in position, and you have to protect the quarterback, which they didn't do. And let's see what happens, right? Hey, that's a good signing. Something finally good for the Jets. Yeah, Jimmy G is going to have to sit out the first 2 game suspension for that drug stuff, but now he is a Ram. He's a Ram. Yeah, so the Pickett trade, Steelers get a 3rd-round pick, the 98th in the draft from the Eagles, and 2 2025 7th-round picks. The Eagles got Pickett and the 120th pick in the draft. So the Steelers now have the 20th, 51st, 84th, 98, 119, 178, and 195. Thank you, John Ledard for that one. Think about that. 2051. They have some, they could do, that's the thing. Build to that goddamn draft. Build to the draft and draft another quarterback. Draft a quarterback. I don't care if it's Penix or Bo Nix, but get somebody in there that can sit for a year behind Russell Wilson. And then I think Penix could be a guy, sit on the bench for a year that could develop and become a damn good quarterback. I do. The Panthers signed Jordan Fuller up to $5.25 million, a safety. Titans release offensive tackle Andre Dillard. It's all about cap. It's all about the cap money, 10.66. We're going to see what happens there. Yeah, Keenan Allen last year, 108 catches, 1,243 yards, 7 touchdowns. I mean, I guess Harbaugh was going through the franchise and saying, hey, I don't know. But maybe the money was too high. The cap hit was too high, and he got draft picks. They're going to build to the draft. They're going to try to rebuild. They got the quarterback. They have a line. I guess that's the way Hollywood Brown, 51 catches on 101 targets. Not great last year but then he was on Arizona. Now he's got Mahomes. Mahomes is a much more accurate quarterback than Kyler Murray. Career low yards per target, 5.68 for him. And yards after the catch, also career low, 164. They said he is not the strongest guy, so he doesn't get great separation. But maybe with Mahomes, it'll work out better. I don't know. I mean, he needs wide receivers. He had a 1,000-yard season with the Ravens back in 2021. He was a 25th pick of the draft in 2019. Yeah, I mean, he's okay. I mean, I guess we're going to see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I mean, time will tell, right? Browns, Devin Bush. I like Flacco coming in as well. Oh no, they didn't get Flacco. The Flacco went to the Colts. Jameis Winston. Well, it's Watson or Winston. I mean, take your pick. Both of them are quite erratic. We'll see what happens on that front. Yeah. So Devin Bush. Arik Armstead with the Jags. I like that pickup. I think he can be pretty good for 5 sacks last year. DJ Reader, 2 years up to $27.5 million, $9 million guaranteed. That is a very big man. Very big man. Yeah. And Devin White got signed he was the 5th pick by the Bucks. He signed a 1-year deal with the Eagles. He's only 26. That's, so teams are doing deals here. I talked about Ray J. I called it Ray J. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Trey Sermon re-signed with the Colts. He was good in college. He hasn't done anything in the pros. Yeah. I guess we're gonna. Yeah, Joey Bosa restructured his contract. He still can play, but that was a lot of money, man. That was a lot of money. Yeah, I think Rondell Moore with a change of scenery could be really good for the Cardinals. I really do. I really do. I like that pickup a lot. Dolphin safety signs with the Steelers. Deshaun Elliott, 82 tackles last year. I mean, teams are looking to fortify, things. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, I understood what you meant, Rob. I got you. Don't you worry, none. Don't you worry. Don't. It's all good. It's all good. I talked about Michigan new running back coach Tony Alford last 9 years at Ohio State, where he was the running back and assistant coach. At UNLV, the running back and run game coordinator. I mean, don't have a quarterback. I guess we're going to see what happens with a quarterback. Rangers today, 3:00. They play at Pittsburgh after that tepid, that unsatisfactory, that 2-0 lead they fucking blew, and they lost the game to the Lightning on Thursday. They play tonight. Today at 3, they play Pittsburgh. And yes, Rob says they will bounce back. Okay, I hope they bounce back. We'll see, dude. We'll see. It's at Pittsburgh. It's an away game. And then tomorrow they got the Isles on St. Patrick's. Guys, be careful tonight. Because there's going to be a lot of girls out there making bad decisions, and I hope they make them with Tommy and Saul and with Aaron. I mean, not bad decisions. You're meeting a nice guy, but I want, I'm just saying that there's going to be a lot of girls making bad decisions tonight. But that's okay. Alcohol does that to people, and it's St. Patrick's, so it's festive. Get some Shamrock condoms, use condoms, be safe, be safe. We don't need to overpopulate the population, right? Like you spade your pet, at the end of every episode of not Wheel of Fortune, The Price is Right. He always says that spade your pets. Well, same thing, men and women. Use a condom, just be careful, or use the other portal, and then you don't have to worry about pregnancy at all. But not everybody's into the other portal, so you got to be careful there, okay? So just be careful. That's what I'm telling you. Be careful out there. If you're gonna drink heavily. So Gumbo Chef told me a story. He used to work at Telephone Bar, which was down on the east side. Yeah, I wouldn't call it Lower East Side, but I call it East Side. Yeah, below 14th Street. Was it below 14th Street? And it's no longer there. But he said there was a guy came in, this monster came in the bar, stumbled in, walked by a table, drank a guy's beer. Gumbo Chef, and he said the guy was huge. He goes, he prayed for a second, thought he was going to get killed. He said the guy, dude, you got to leave. The guy just turned around and walked out. But how about that? Stumbles in, grabs a guy's beer, drinks the whole beer, and leaves on his own volition. I thought that was kind of funny. I thought that was very good. I thought that was smart move. Smart move. Very smart move. So Rangers, 90 points. Penguins suck, which I like seeing. I like seeing Sidney Crosby's team suck. Yeah, Dylan Cease. I'm glad. That's the thing, too. They had the Padres, who had gotten Drew Thorpe with the Yankees in the Soto trade, now traded him to the White Sox. And I think Dylan Cease, I think he'll be pretty good. I think they have a very strong pitching staff now, the Padres. We'll see what happens. I mean, they only lost Soto. They should be still pretty damn good. Bogarts is playing second base. I think that's what they said he's playing this year. Got Machado. Yeah, they should be pretty good. No more Gary Sanchez. Where did Gary Sanchez go? Gary Sanchez went to nowhere. Where did Gary Sanchez go? Not Minnesota, right? Not Minnesota. Gary Sanchez. I wrote Danchez. Gary Sanchez went to. He is a Brewers. All right, dude. Yeah. All right. He's hitting 154 in spring training. I mean, spring training, right? Herman signs with the Pirates. Cortez is the opening starter for the Yankees. All right. I can't wait for Rodon to pitch, man. I really can't. I am just so excited to see him. Yeah, I think he's going to suck, but we'll see what happens. Yankees wouldn't trade Spencer Jones and trades for Dylan Cease or Corbin Burns. I like that. That's a good prospect. I say no. I say future is always important. You don't want to, instant gratification. I say keep Spencer Jones. He's a guy who's going to be in the mix in the next couple of years. JD Davis, who was made obsolete when they brought in Chapman when Chapman went to the Giants, signed a 1-year deal with the A's. Going into a walk year, he's going to be able to play every day for the A's. He got a $2.5 million contract. Thanks, John Heyman, for that. I like that. I want to play every day. That's the goal for me. He's going to play in front of 5,000 people every day. So hey, It's Major League Baseball. Soon they'll be the Las Vegas A's, which just sounds weird. They got to change their name. Get a new name. You're in Las Vegas. Go Los Angeles slots. Prospects or suspects? Yes, Josh. Prospects or suspects? But doesn't everybody start off as a prospect? Not all of them are suspect. I mean, some of them are, but not all of them. And the U.S. women's national team records a low FIFA number 4, first time out of the top 3 since rankings first came out in 2003. So Josh said, is this what he said? You would have taken Cease. All right. Again, you know, what's the word? I was thinking of something when he said that. Yeah, the '90s Yankees dynasty was built on prospects. Look at Rob coming in, podcast Rob coming right in and saying it was built on those prospects. You have to build off them. And now you're going to build off. They're busting on Daniel Jones. He's at with that country western singer at his concerts all the time. Why do athletes feel they need to go on stage with these guys? I don't know. And athletes and musicians want to be athletes. Everybody wants to be everybody else. Rappers want to be athletes, and athletes want to be rappers, and Jewish white kids definitely want to be rappers. Or, the best episode of Chappelle's Show, they do a swap, a husband swap, wife swap. Yeah, wife swap. Is that what it was? Wife swap. So he goes to live with a white family. The kid's like listening to the rap music, and he takes the kid into the hood and just drops him off. He goes, "All right, this is what you wanted. This is what you get." And that's what I think. Kids are all like, we're all tough guys and everything. And then push comes to shove, husband swap. Yeah, that was a very good episode. That's what I just made me think of. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Schifrin, 60th following. She's amazing. She is amazing. God damn, is she good. And this is from Aaron. This is awesome. Joe Pesci starring Goodfellas, Home Alone, and My Cousin Vinny in a span of 18 months. He won the best supporting for Goodfellas. Think about it. He did Goodfellas, Home Alone, and My Cousin Vinny. Talk about hitting that's the triple of all triples. Official flashbacks. That's awesome. Paul George had one of the most, only missed one field goal last night, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 to 12. Congrats to you. Clippers are playing some good basketball, right? I really was following college basketball last night. I figure if you really want to get the scores, you can go look online. I mean, if that's what you want. So I looked it up. When you're ready, I have a good trivia question for you. Yeah, just, you know what? Why don't you text it to me, dude? Because I don't want to switch. But just text it to me. Send it to me. Let's do it now. Text me the trivia question, Rob. Podcast Rob. Oh, they lost last night. 42-24. Let me see how the standings are looking right now. Okay, so the Nuggets are up half a game on the Thunder, 1.5 on the T-Wolves. Clippers are back 4.5. Pelicans, Kings, Suns. So the 6, 7, and 8 are all within the Kings and Suns are tied. Mavericks are a game behind, and then you have the Lakers 2 behind. Warriors are 1 game behind the Lakers. Rockets aren't going to catch them. So it looks like the 1 through 10 are locked in. 1 through 3 is pretty much locked in. They might switch some places. I don't think the Clippers are going to catch 3 games on the T-Wolves unless they really fall apart. Let me see what the East is doing. The East, Celtics are up 9.5 on the Bucks, 10 on the Cavs, and the Knicks are 3 games behind Cavs. I don't think they're so it looks like the Knicks are locked in 4-5 with the Magic, which I like that matchup. And then the Pacers, Heat, and the Sixers. So the Heat and the Sixers are tied at same record for 7 and 8. Bulls are 4.5 behind, and the Hawks are 3 ahead of the Nets for the 10th spot. So it's a little messy. So nobody's catching the Celtics, and the Knicks 3.5 behind the Bucks for 2, 3 behind the Cavs. I think right now 4 is looking good. If everybody comes back healthy, they're going to run. I mean, they realistically, if they get hot, but we're talking right now, they are 66 games. They got 16 games left to make up 3.5. It can happen. It's doable. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's doable. Who's the only enough quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards with 3 different teams? Has to be Kirk Cousins. Wait, because Kirk Cousins play for 3 teams? Only quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards with 3 different teams. Huh. I was going to say Kirk Cousins. Oh, you know what it might be? No, but I was going to say George. I was going to say George. 3 different teams, 4,000 yards. Oh no, he never threw for 4,000 yards. You know who I was going to say? I was going to say who just retired? Who's the quarterback? Former Jets quarterback. Went to Harvard. That's the guy I just thought of. Harvard. Harvard. Harvard guy. What the hell's his name? Harvard quarterback. Am I close with any of them? Podcast Rob. We can do this later. I don't want to waste the whole show going through this. But did I get? How'd I do? I said Cousins, but Cousins is on his. No, Cousins is only on his second team. Correct? Yes, Ryan Fitzpatrick. So not Cousins because he's only on his second team. Ryan Fitzpatrick is on his. Well, it's got to be a guy who played a long time, right? Can't be a guy that just played. Did he have a long career? Is he not Hall of Fame? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No, because he didn't play a full season. I was going to say Brett Favre, but Brett Favre, I know, didn't finish a full season with the Jets. I'm pretty sure he threw for 4,000 with the Packers and the Vikings. So that's not it. Correct? So it's not Favre. It's not. That's a good one, dude. 4,000 yards with 3 different franchises. Only guy to do it, huh? He's retired, though. Retired or playing? Hall of Fame? He's not giving me an answer. All right. So when he comes back, we'll discuss. Retired. Hall of Fame? I like that Joe Pesci thing. Oh, and they said high stakes Sabres, Red Wings today, but they still have a lot of if they beat the Red Wings in regulation, their playoff chances go up to 11%. If they beat the Sabres today, the Red Wings go up to 35%. Okay, so he's not a Hall of Famer. He's retired. He's probably retired in the last 20 years. Steve DeBerg. How about Steve DeBerg? He played on a bunch of teams. I'm trying to think guys who played on a bunch of teams. Oh, you know who I was just thinking of? Shit. Bledsoe. Cowboys, Pats, and Bills. How about Bledsoe? Yeah, dude. Then I have no clue, dude. I got no clue. But good trivia question. Yeah. All right. Good one, dude. Nice going. I'm impressed. Louisville, Nick Cronin from UCLA, Scott Drew, Baylor, Dusty May from Florida Atlantic, Sean Miller from Xavier, Eric Musselman from Arkansas, Shaka Smart from Marquette, Jerome Tang from Kansas State, and Will Wade from Middle Tennessee State. You're gonna go anyway. Listen, and FAU was playing yesterday, so I thought Bledsoe was a good answer. I thought that was a very good answer. And nothing else is coming to my head right now. Maybe I'll think of it later. Yeah, they're playing. Temple's playing in the AAC tournament today. And what is it? Is this a semifinal? Yeah, I know they beat North Texas yesterday, so I think they have a good shot of making the. Yeah, they should make the tournament. 25 wins. AAC South Florida. Well, they lost Houston, so that sucks. But it has to happen. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So all these guys. Dante Pettis was on the Giants a couple years ago. Chicago 1-year deal. Former Bengal, a special teams guy. Stanley Morgan Jr. His dad played in the league. I like that pickup too. Let me see who else got picked up. 49ers are signing corner Isaac Yiadom. 14 pass breakups last year for New Orleans. A lot of guys, just pick up guys. I love bobblehead night. The George Costanza Seinfeld. The George Costanza bobblehead is awesome. Look at this. Look at him. He thinks he's going to be in the next Shaft movie. Look at him. Come on, dude. What do you think he's going to be in Shaft? Russell Wilson. Come on, dude. Really? Ridiculous. Niagara for the first time since 1997 going to the MAC championship game. Love that. Oh, they had quarterbacks from Aaron Donald retiring. Russell Wilson sacked the most 15 times. Kyler Murray 6.5. Stafford 6. Beathard 4. Cousins 3.5. It's a whole list of guys, man. It's like pretty cool of all the guys who got sacked. Also, the origins of spring training date to 1886 when Cap Anson wanted his Chicago White Stockings to travel to Hot Springs, Arkansas for 2 weeks to bathe in the springs and boil out the alcoholic microbes. Thank you, The Athletic, for that one. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. All right, we talked about everything. Yeah. Oh, and Shaq Celebrated Bobo's big half. There was no milk, so he ate Apple Jacks and something else. Mix something in hot tea because there was no milk. Yeah, Apple Jacks and corn pops to celebrate Bobo's good first half the other day. I thought that was hilarious. Oh, and Xavier McKinney wanted 15 when he went to the Packers, and that's Bart Starr's number. He goes, players fuck up sometimes too. Not my bad. And Colorado, 68,000 applications for fall 2024, the most in the school's history. There was a 50% increase in applications from black students. That place is lily white. So, hey, good for them. I think that's awesome. Yeah, I love that NC State. Yeah, good going. First loss, and Duke first loss in ACC tournament opener since 2013. First foreign men's tournament since round formed in 2011. Team made second round 11 of 12 years. 5 made Sweet 16. 2 made Final Four. 2011 VCU and 2021 UCLA. So it can happen. It can happen. We'll see. I mean, will it happen? No, but it can happen. Will it? And I love this. The Brooklyn Football Club will compete in the USL Championship, the highest level of professional soccer in the USL Championship. They'll become one of the first professional sports franchises in the U.S. to have men's and women's teams both competing at the highest level under one unified platform. That is awesome. No, more guests. Dude, don't give me the answer. What do you mean give me the fucking answer? No, I don't want the fucking answer. Am I close? Is it a guy playing? Is it a player I should know? Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. Shut up, Aaron Rodgers. And I love that they stole the shipment of Yager's bobbleheads for Thursday night's game. That was awesome. How crazy is that? Yeah, Mason Rudolph, 1-year deal, base salary 2.87. He can make 3.62. He'll get playing time. Will Levis always gets hurt. Thank you, Tom Pelissero, for that. I talked about CJ Mosley, 2 years, $17.5 million, over $13 million guaranteed. I like that pickup. Yeah. Quentin Jefferson of the Browns played well with the Jets, but they signed Javon Kinlaw to replace him. He was pretty good. You probably know him, of course. You're probably forgetting a team you play with because it was short. I said Favre. Well, if it's short, that means he had to throw 4,000 yards in one season. Yeah, I'm trying to think of quarterbacks who played on Matt Ryan, but Matt Ryan only played on 2 teams. Did Matt Ryan play on 2 teams, 3 teams? Falcons, Colts. It's not Matt Ryan, right? Because he retired too. Yeah, I'm trying to think of quarterbacks who played on a bunch of teams and did well on a bunch of teams. Yeah, dude, I feel like I'm going through. If I go through every team in the NFL, I'm gonna get. Did he play? So it's someone I know. You're saying someone I'm forgetting that he played on a team. I said Favre. Marino only played on one team. Eli only played on one team. Let me do this. Let me just go refresh my brain with quarterbacks. Yeah, NFL passing leaders. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let me just go through because I'm blanking on names. No. Oh no. Peyton only played for 2 teams. Brady played for 2 teams. Phillip Rivers played for 2 teams. All right. It's not Rivers. Oh, wait a minute. Stafford only played for 2 teams. Vinny Testaverde. How about that? Vinny Testaverde? Oh, Warren Moon. Oh, it's probably Flacco, isn't it? Is it Flacco? Did Flacco play for 3 teams? How about Flacco? Flacco? Carson Palmer only played for 2 teams. Not Moon, not Flacco. I said Bledsoe. Elway only played for 1. Eli only played for 1. Phillip Rivers, I said Rivers, right? Jesus Christ, dude. I'm trying to think. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Let me see. Okay. I said Russell. Okay. Derek Carr. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton. All right with Andy Dalton? How about Andy Dalton? Not Dalton. Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler's been on a shitload of teams. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I mean, and not Cam Newton. Cam Newton played on a bunch of teams. Jared Goff's only played for 2 teams. Yeah, dude. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to. Rich Gannon played for 2 teams. Uh, Ron Jaworski? No, he didn't throw for a lot of yards. I said Jeff George. I said Matt Schaub. Yeah, dude. I'm running an empty. I'm going through all the top quarterbacks that play. Mark Bolger, Carson Wentz played on only 2 teams though. I think. Yeah, dude. I got no clue. Oh, and wait. Hold on. Baker Mayfield played for. Is it Baker? No, Baker. You said retired, so it can't be Baker. Dude, how many? Sam Bradford. That's. I feel like I've gone through everybody. That's. He has to be retired. You said he's retired. Dan Fouts only played for one organization. Kerry Collins. How about Kerry Collins? Montana played for 2. Yeah. We said Boomer. You said no Boomer. Oh, dude, I got no clue. I don't know. But good. Thank you. You stumped me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Tell me if I'm am I even close? If am I even close? I just don't feel like doing this. It's kind of boring to do it on a show and everything. But am I close? I don't think I'm really that close. Okay. So this is kind of cool. This is from Kyron Samuels. Federer, Serena, Brady, Saban, Donald, and Belichick, which has all retired in the last 18 months. Nadal, LeBron, Tiger, Canelo, more seemingly on the way out. We're losing goats. I don't know if all these are goats, but yeah, I'm Federer, Serena, Brady, Saban, Aaron Donald, a goat. I don't know if I put him in the same category with those people. I'm sorry. Belichick, yes. No. You said his name, but dismissed him because you didn't. Oh, Favre. It's Favre. Brett Favre. Favre? Is it Brett Favre? That's what I said. Brett Favre. So if I dismissed it, is it Favre? Then I don't know who'd I dismiss. That's the only one I thought played. Dude, if I said it, then you have to give it to me. I said the name. You've done trivia question twos. You said the name, and I said, eh. Usually you go, okay. So who was it? If I said it, then who is it? Yeah, Rob plays his own games. If I said the name, then I got it right. Yes, I said Carson. I said Carson Palmer. What 3 teams did he play for? Cincinnati. Oh, the Raiders, and then he played for Arizona. He had 4,000 yards with Arizona. I mean, with the Raiders. Ah. Oh, and he wanted out. Good question there, dude. We'll use that for a future show. That's a good one. Thank you. Yeah, Anunoby's downplaying it. Nick's opponent shooting 75.5% from the free throw line, second lowest in the NBA. Taj Gibson is now a Piston. Good for him. Best of luck. UConn, Tristan Newton and Cam Spencer are the only D1 teammate duo in the last 25 years to each have 20-plus points, 8+ assists, and no more than 1 turnover in the same game. They beat St. John's yesterday. Who are they playing today? I was trying to check out here. Who's playing who today? Yeah, so we have Sabres up on the Red Wings, which is a Red Wings win. That's big. Knicks play great D against free throw shooters, and they never get credit for it. Yeah, but you don't do anything on the free throw line, dude. So the stat was that they are opponents are shooting 75.5% from the free throw line. How do you defend against the free throw line? You don't. So they're playing great D, but you still at the free throw line. Those are guys you're not really defending on the free throw line. You're hoping they don't make their shots, which is true. They're not. Yeah, Marquette, UConn, that's at 6:30. Kent State, Akron, that's at 7:30. St. Peter's versus Fairfield, 7:30. UTEP, Western Kentucky, Oregon, Colorado for the Pac-12 title. Texas Southern versus Grambling, and Long Beach State versus UC Davis. Is there any early games today? Wisconsin's beating Purdue right now. There's other games too. Yeah, I mean that's just top 20. That's not what I want. There's other games too. Some of the conferences, their games started really early today. So oh yeah, Mississippi State's losing to Auburn. Vermont beat. All right, Vermont's going to the dance. 28-6. Love that. And Brown beat Princeton. That's a semifinal. Yeah, Ivy League. So they have like a best of 3. I think they have at the end. Oh, Grand Canyon's playing for the WAC tournament final tonight. Good for them. Get it done. Get it done. Yes. And Mac action. How about this? This is from Jared Burson. So he said Akron's Enrique Freeman. He's the nation's leading rebounder. Led the Zips to the MAC tournament final. 24 points, 21 rebounds, 7 blocks. Just the second D1 player in the last 15 years with 20 points, 20 rebounds, 7 blocks in a game since. And I said, dude, you didn't put up. And he did. Jared reached out and he said, yes. Hassan French of St. Louis in 2019. Love that. Love it. So they meet today against Kent State. Went 8-10. They beat Toledo and Bowling Green to get to the MAC final. I think this is great from Joey Luce. This I love. This I love. Hey, Key, what's going on, dude? Key, how you doing? I told Key I want him on. Maybe he'll come on in the near future. We'll see what happens. But you're a good dude. Good dude. Happy Saturday to you. Would it be, this is what Joey Lewis said. Would it be great if the NIT still included regular season champs who lost in the league tournaments, not just Power 6 teams that clearly don't want to be there, like Ole Miss? Chris Beard said they won't play in the NIT, won't play in any tournament. I think that's bullshit. And I think, yes, teams that lose, that are the best team in the conference, have a bad game in the tournament, don't make the tournament. I agree with that. I agree. Totally agree on that front. Curry is first NIL deal with Malaysia. Wiley, a freshman at South Carolina, thanks you, Shams Charania, that the Curry brand is signing her to a multi-year NIL deal, making her the first college athlete to partner directly with the brand. She's the first ever freshman at South Carolina to be MVP of the Southeast Conference SEC tournament. LeBron gave the USC women's basketball players 4 custom pairs of Nike shoes after they won the Pac-12 tournament. I would say that's a nice thing. I mean, hey, it's nice to see that the women's team is a lot better than the men's team. And the buyout for Juwan Howard was only $3 million. $3 million. It was like not that much. Yeah. Yeah. Number 1 seed in the 2021. They were number 1 seed. And he had consistent. I guess we're going to see what happens on that front. Yeah. I mean, time will tell, right? Yanks, Garrett Cole said he's dealing with nerve inflammation and an edema. 3 to 4 weeks, no throw, and we'll go from there. I think we determined that we just got a little too hot, a little too quick this spring. So edema is swelling caused by too much fluid trapped in the body's tissues, can affect any part of the body, but more likely to show up in the legs and the feet. Right. Yeah, and Aaron, talking Yankees, Aaron Boone on when Judge will be back. I haven't been very good at predicting this so far. Soon, I'm just going to go with soon. Good, great going. Go with soon. Yeah, next, Nestor Cortez is starting. And this is from Cullum. I love this. Spencer, this is from MILB Central. Spencer Jones has seen 91 pitches this spring. He swung and missed at 0. Pretty impressive in my book. Very impressive. I find that quite exhilarating. That's the word I'm going to use here. Exhilarating. I was written in Sport Illustrated. Good article on home field advantage. Home teams in the regular season last year, 521 win percentage, the worst in any full season since 1971 when it was a 519 winning percentage. Home teams last year in the postseason were 15-26. Home teams in the MLB postseason, 366, the worst since 1970 when they had less games, 4-7, 364. And home field advantage no longer exists in sudden death playoff games. From 2018 to 2023, not including the COVID year, home teams are 6-10 in ultimate showdown. 6-10 in that same five postseason span. More series have been won on the road, 27, than at home, 22. And in the 2019 World Series, home teams were 0-7, an unprecedented failure. And the Rangers last year went 11-0 on the road in the postseason. 11-0 on the road. Yeah. Declined for the past 3 years. Wow. The home regular season winning percentage of the 2020s is .534, the lowest among the 11 decades of the live ball era, and down from the high of .553 in the 1930s, which blows my mind, right? Yeah. So over the past 4 full seasons, winning percentage for home teams in baseball, .510, down from .563 in the preceding 4-year period. Football, playoff games, easier for home teams to win home playoff games in football, 674 to 650. And last year, a record 24 players aged 23 and under hit at least 10 home runs. All right. Yeah. So you got the Rangers last year, 90 games regular season, wild card series at Tampa Bay, which had the best home record in the league, swept them in 2 games. They played the Orioles with the best record in the league, swept them. They were down games 6 and 7 at Houston and won those games by a combined score of 20-6. And they won 3 straight in Phoenix to beat the Diamondbacks. And at age 21, Texas outfielder, they talk about, rookies and stuff. They're not that good in the postseason. Well, and they don't have experience. Well, Evan Carter became a middle of the order force, hit over 300 in the postseason. And Josh Jung, 25, hit 308 in last year's postseason. So we're going to see what happens. Giants offensive line. Now you got Tyron Smith, left tackle, left guard, John Smith, center, Joe Tipman, right guard. Hopefully can stay, Vera Tucker can stay healthy. And now Morgan, not Malone, Morgan Moses, who came back after going away for a couple of years with the Ravens. I like that. Yeah, we'll see. And they can, get wide receivers in the draft. Solomon Thomas, a good backup guy. I like him. That's a guy, hard player, plays well. I like that. Aaron Stinney agrees to term with the Giants. He started 11 games for the Bucks last year. Now with the Giants, we'll see what happens there. And Cowboys, yeah. People are saying, do we just, they drafted 2018. They drafted Leighton Vander Esch, who's dealing with neck issues, and wide receiver Michael Gallup in the 1st and 3rd rounds. On Friday, they released both players. Vander Esch was released with a failed physical designation, while Gallup was a post June 1st cut. So they get $9.5 million in cap space this season, but he will count for $8.7 next year. Yeah, if you've been on the roster Saturday, $4 million of his $8.5 million would have been fully guaranteed. Yeah, and Vander Esch, that neck issue, I think, is a serious thing. So we're going to see what happens on that front. I talked about Jordan Fuller go to the Panthers, started 17 games, 3 interceptions, tied for the lead with the Rams last year. John Wolford, who's with the Rams, now is a backup for Baker Mayfield, and Liam Cohen was with the Rams last year, so he knows the system. And the Bucks assigned former Giants guard Ben Bredesen. Yeah, okay. See some of these guys. Jimmy G, I talked about. So Jimmy G, 1 season after signing a 3-year, $72 million and change, is gone. So think about this. Think about this from Adam Schefter. Garoppolo's now with the Rams, Peckett with the Eagles, Howell with the Seahawks, Ritter with the Cards, Flacco with the Colts, Minshew with the Raiders, Brissett with the Pats, Darnold with the Vikings, Kirk Cousins with the Falcons, Baker Mayfield with the Bucks, Russell Wilson with the Steelers, Winston with the Browns, and Mariota with the Commanders, Tyrod Taylor with the Jets, Mason Rudolph with the Titans, and Mitch Trubisky with the Bills. Most of those are just shit. Listen, I like Minshew with the Raiders. I think he could start. I like Sam Howell. I think he's going to get some playing time. But Pickett, Garoppolo, Ritter, Flacco too is a good pickup in case you need him. I like Kirk Cousins. I think Falcons, now that offense is going to take off. Fly, boys. Yeah, and that's what Gorbachev said. Now Pitts with a quarterback that can throw the ball, and Bijan Robinson, and with who's the other wide receiver that they have? The kid from USC. What's Falcons? I see his face. Falcons wide receivers. Drake London. I like Drake London, man. I do. And Mac Hollins, where did he go? He went with the Bills. I like that pickup. He'll play his ass off. And Justin Fields, who knows what's going to happen, dude? I don't know. I just don't know. And the Pac-12 falls apart. So Washington State and Oregon State are expected to receive $3,000 to $60,000 each per year in the new contract. 1/5 of the $1.8 million the group of 5 schools would each make. They would have received $6 to $7 million each as members of the Pac-12. That's going to come back. I don't know how they're going to survive. Those 2 teams have to go somewhere. I'm just very curious where this is going to end up. And Trev Alberts is leaving. They said the powers that be at Nebraska, and this is a guy who played in Nebraska. He's going to Texas A&M. That's crazy, right? He got 4 months after signing a contract extension, 2031, a base of $1.7 million. Keep him among the top 3 highest paid Big Ten athletic directors. He's going. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to see. Alberts has not responded to requests to comment. In recent interviews, he expressed frustration that Regents had not hired a president to replace Ted Carter, who was named Ohio State's president last August. He often praised Carter's leadership and for helping him land Matt Rule as football coach, as well for work on the plan for a $450 million renovation to Memorial Stadium. Wow. And he reported directly to Carter rather than the campus chancellor, contrary to tradition. I guess he really wasn't happy about that. Wow. Trev's leaving. How about Klitschko? You got to love Klitschko. Could have retired in comfort after his reign. He's been sounding the alarm about Russians' intentions for his native Ukraine and lobbied Congress to more military aid for Ukraine. I thought that was, hey, listen, classy, dude. And him and his brother were fighting, man. I thought that was awesome. I guess The Rock is on. Ready for another W tonight. What's that? Oh, that's the Rangers? Oh, Knicks. Yes. Did I miss anything else today? Delta flight from Dallas to New York diverted to Atlanta after onboard brawl. Oh, the longtime New York City anchor who coined, it's 10 o'clock, do you know where your children are? Dead at 96. I like that, you know? I mean, that was always a good, you know where your children are? I don't know. I guess they're out somewhere. Bill Jorgensen. All right, Bill Jorgensen. Rest in peace. Easton Stick is now re-signed by the. There's going to be a bridesmaid too. They said 7 receivers could come off the board in round 1. Let's see. Oh, so Keenan Allen said, what was his quote? I'm not doing it. I just came off my best season, so it's not happening. On a why I declined to restructure with Chargers. Dude, man, I am 100% behind you. Yeah. Joins Mike Williams. Both have knee injury history, so visits are for good medical info as much as figuring it out fit. Gallup, before his injury, was dynamic. He's had a tough 2 years, as has Mike Williams. Yeah. So we're going to see where still guys out there. We're going to see what happens. All right. That is all I have. Let me get to some trivia questions. Okay, yesterday's show, we got it. Derek Jeter, the only Yankee in the 90s to win the Rookie of the Year. How about today's trivia question? Josh Hart had 20 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists on Tuesday. Only one Knick has recorded a 20-point, 20-rebound triple-double. Who is it? Who is the only Knick to have a 20-point, 20-rebound triple-double? And if you watch the game, it was the trivia question it was the Cadillac trivia question. Oh, and Rob got it right away because he was on his phone. David Lee, 37 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists on April 2nd, 2010 at Golden State. Matt, thanks for joining. It's nice you were here. Oh, and Rob again, he defends himself that he wasn't on his phone. It came way too fast. Or did you watch the game? Because that came way too fast. You got that in like 1 second. Were you watching the game or you always watch the trivia question? That's what I want to know. Guys, I'm going out to eat. I said, let me do a show before I go out. I want to thank you all. Go Heels. So how do you know the answer? How do you know that answer? Yeah. So how do you know the answer? That's stuck in your head from 2010, 14 years ago. That just stuck in your head. 2020. How do you just know? That's not an answer. That's information that doesn't just flow in your head. How do you know that? I want to know. I want to know how you know. He's a little fiery these days there. Yeah, he was a great rebounder. I will give you that. And do you know who he's married to? Do you know who Lee is married to? Anybody know? Does anybody? That's the trivia question right now. Does anybody? And I forget her name, but I know the face. Do you know who David Lee is married? And he has children with her. Yes, he is married to. Hold on a sec. Because I see her face. His wife is Carolyn Wozniacki, who is best friends with Serena Williams. That's his wife. Yes. How about that? They just put their Miami penthouse on the market for a whopping $42.4 million. Poverty sucks. Yeah, they're married. 4 years, and they have children. How did they meet? They met at a dinner party in Miami thrown by a mutual friend, and they stayed in touch. Eventually started dating. Your brother-in-law got it right too. All right. Tell your brother-in-law, hola. And I hope you listen to the guys. I love you guys. Double machine. Guys, company of Jace. Key was here today. So was Matt, Josh, Rob. Guys, everybody. Maybe I'll do one later. I'm not sure. David Lee was awesome. Not as awesome as you, podcast Rob. Not as awesome as you. So, Rob, it's St. Patty's Eve. You're single. I think you should go out and do a little mingling. I think you should. I think you should get out there. I know Aaron is, and Saul I'm not sure about, but I know Aaron will be out there. So put yourself out there, Rob. You're sexy and you know it. But I know you're working, baby. You'll get off. That's the thing, too. They'll already have a head start on you, Rob. You can meet someone, and, they'll have a couple drinks in them. Remember, other portal. Okay, guys. I've said enough. What I've said is good. I miss you all. Go Heels tonight. Mike Tyson beat the shit out of Jake Paul. Knicks, Rangers, let's get some wins today. I love you all. God bless. Eli Manning, you can't talk about the NFL without him. And that's true. Those are facts. So, guys, be safe. Be careful. Stay sexy. Enjoy. I miss you all. I love you all. Adios. Oh, thanks, dude. Matt, thanks a lot, dude. Matt, thanks, man. You're awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I will, dude. It's gonna be awesome. Matt, you got to come on the show, dude. Get Matt on the show.